was just so like frustrated. I texted Zach and I said I just wounded another deer. So stressed, man. So I didn't really have time to do an interview beforehand, but I just had a doe come out at it's like 7 minutes before the end of legal light. I could hear her coming. She didn't go far away like I thought she was going to. She ended up giving me a 15-yard shot, and I think I freaking wounded her. So frustrated, man. You know, with my broadheads I practiced 10, 20, 30, 40, and I passed a buck at 33 yards that I probably could have shot, and I passed some does the other night at 32 yards or somewhere around there. And I was like, well, so much can happen in that distance. I'll wait for an easier shot. So tonight I get probably a 15-yard shot, and at 10 yards my broadheads were hitting high. I knew better, and she was walking, and I should have stopped her probably. And I shot, and I hit her too high, and I think I hit her like right in the shoulder, like I did last year. Ugh, it's just sickening. But I do have a heavier setup this year, and I got a fixed blade. So I'm hoping that maybe by chance I got enough penetration that maybe she'll go down. I quietly got out of there. She took off with my arrow in her. It didn't look like it was flopping around, but I'll have to watch the footage again. I'm not sure, but she carried my arrow for a ways. I was almost like just surprised when my arrow didn't pass through. I was just like, oh, what did I do? But I probably should have stopped her when she was walking, 15 yards. She probably wasn't gonna jump the string, but Zach's gonna head over here and we'll give her some time and then see if we can try and find her. But we'll keep you updated.
So, just got an iPhone video going real fast just to update you guys. I just got home from work. Dan texted me while I was just finishing up at the barbershop and said that he had shot a doe. So I called him and talked with him and figured out what was going on. Ran home real quick, got my boots and changed clothes real quick, and grabbed some food to eat in the truck on the way over, and gonna go help him. Looks like a shoulder blade shot, but he's shooting fixed blades, pretty heavy arrows. He's pretty nervous. Understandably so, because he hit one in the shoulder blade last year and we didn't find it. So I'm really hoping that we can find this one for him. I know it's stressful when you shoot a deer and you don't know about the shot. I hate that. Same thing happened when I shot that buck. hit him in the stomach and made a bad shot, and it's a terrible feeling. So hopefully we can bring some closure pretty quickly and we don't have to stress out all night looking for it. So see what happens. Fingers crossed.
Right here, yeah. And then I think she ran up through that divide. Up through there.
Okay. I'm telling you, dude. Oh, look at that, buddy. Get some light on that. So, update. Let me see. It definitely looks bubbly. Look at that. You can see the bubbles in it right there.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
like
no
right
doubt.
here.
Your shiny light on that, yeah. Focus camera. Yeah, that's bubbly.
It's over this log.
Look at that.
We were just looking for where I made impact, and it was kind of hard to tell. And we went to the tree that I was in. I knew she ran this way, and I just kind of came up here, and I was like, well, I'll just check this big log because we thought we could see it in the replay of the video. And I saw a splatter right here, and then we saw a bunch of blood like right here.
And there's like a ton of blood right here.
And it looks like there's like some good bubbles in it, which could be a good sign. That's way more blood than I found last year, so
no.
Hopefully that's a good sign.
That's awesome, man.
Hopefully.
Let's keep going.
Makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of blood, man. A lot of blood. And she could have dropped the arrow too, so. That way. Blood right here, yeah. Yeah, right up to there. Look at that, man.
Pretty good blood.
Yeah. She blasted up that hill. I wonder if that's why she stopped. That's crazy. I mean, it's not a big hill, but.
Look at this tree.
Yeah, dude. That's actually, there, yeah. Man.
She ran up that way through this.
I see it all through here. Yeah, up the tree. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. And then I got some more right here.
It must have just sprayed out. So she ran where you are.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Good. Look at the tree right there. That's crazy, man. She's just spraying. I'd say within 100 yards of her. That's my guess.
I like those odds.
I feel pretty strongly about that, to be honest.
Oh, there's my arrow.
Let's see, buddy. There's a lot of blood on that. I don't know how much penetration you got. It's hard to tell, but there's blood all down it because it was running off of it or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if you buried it up deeper than we can tell, just looking at it on the little screen.
Yeah.
Because that's coated. I feel like she's like right here. We're just not seeing her. Pumped for you, buddy.
Got blood right here.
Still got blood there?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Dude, she went, what, 100 yards?
Oh, not even, man. Well, within, yeah. Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much for coming. Oh God.
Dude, I know how stressed you were, and that is such a relief. She didn't go far at all.
No, not too bad.
Looks like a good one.
Yeah.
She looks nice. Dude, that's a honker. Look at that. Man. And you were stressed about that shot. Are you kidding me?
Well, I just feel like every shot should be a pass through.
Dude, look at that.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
That is a great doe, man. She's well over 100.
So stressed, man. Jeez. Oh, I was so stressed.
I was telling Toddy, I called her, I'm like, just pray for him. I was like, I know the feeling, and I was saying that on the way over when I was talking to my iPhone. I'm like, I know the feeling of stress, just like when you make a shot like that and you're just like sick.
Yeah.
When you don't know, but dude, you made a great shot. Yeah, you might have caught a little bit of shoulder blade, but you double lunged her.
Oh, God. You know, last year after I hit that doe and didn't find it, I was like, I think if I had a heavier setup, I would have killed her. I don't think I would have been able to kill this doe if I had my setup last year with the Rage and the light arrow. So my arrow setup's like 535.
Yeah.
And I got the Magnus buzz cut. And obviously, like, I don't know if you guys watch the Ranch Fairy at all, but he just says, you know, you can't predict what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And just like right now, I couldn't really, I mean, I probably could have tried to aim a little further back, but I tried to, like, as she was stepping, I tried to put it, like, right on the crease.
Yeah.
But I'm just so thankful that she's down and didn't go far and didn't suffer. Oh, like, Zach will vouch for me too. Like, I called him and it was like a disaster. I was just so stressed.
Yep. Man, I know that feeling. But honestly, even if you'd hit 2 inches back, she wouldn't have died any quicker.
Yeah.
Legitimately, she wouldn't have gone any less. This is how far she would have gone. You double lunged her. I seem to remember a time this year where you were like, I don't even know if I'm going to get a deer this year.
Yeah, just like time-wise with the daughter.
Right. Got a lot going on, haven't been able to get out much.
Well, my first bow kill.
Oh, that's right, yeah, it is. I thought about that earlier, but I forgot right now. Also, I just want to give Dan props. I haven't seen the footage, but he said he passed up 2 deer just because he didn't feel like it was an ideal shot at like 30 yards, and most bow hunters would fling an arrow at 50 yards if they have a chance. So for him to wait for an opportunity is awesome. A good 15-yard shot, and it's funny that he was worried because he smoked her. It's hilarious. Dude, I think
as like a newer bow hunter, I just feel like if it's not a pass through, it's just like, well, and I think after my experience last year, I just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
But then after I rewatched it and we talked about, you know, how much penetration I got, and I was like, well, I didn't even really, like, I thought that it seemed like more initially, but then I was just like, when I saw it like hanging out, like last year, I was like, not again.
Yeah, it's an instantly, and I didn't get a pass through for my first 5 or 6, and every time I was terrified.
Yeah.
Even if I saw the arrow hit, I'm like, oh no, it didn't pass through.
Yeah.
As long as you get vitals, they're gonna die eventually. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's a good one. I mean, that's, I don't know, 120-pound doe, I'd say.
She looks pretty big.
At least. She's got a huge head on her too.
The broadhead looks great.
Yeah, take a look at that.
Looks like it could be slightly bent, but one of the reasons I choose Magnus too, is that they have lifetime warranty. So.
Hey, nice hat.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Vortex.
This thing is so comfortable too.
Are you doing a commercial for Vortex right now, or was that actually sincere?
I was sincere. I love this hat.
I actually do like their stuff.
I guess I should put my headlamp on now so we can drag.
So you can drag. I've got the camera, dude. You know what?
So I can drag him.
If you want to be able to hold the camera, then I need to shoot a deer, and that's never going to happen. So.
You already shot a deer.
Yeah, but I actually made a bad shot. You're just like, I made a bad shot, but you double lunged her, and I'm like, I made a bad shot, and I actually made a bad shot.
Tonight I almost didn't even come out to this spot. I'm chasing a nice buck out here that I've been after for a little while, and I usually don't like to come in if I don't have plenty of time, but I was just like, you know what, I gotta get out there and hunt that spot a couple times. And so I didn't get set up till almost probably like 4:45, and then I was all settled in, and I heard something to my left, and you'll hear that in the audio and the video. Came in pretty loud, and there's no question it was a deer, and it sounded pretty heavy. I actually thought it was going to be a buck. And she walked out, and I got the camera on and everything like that, and I thought she was going to go a little further than she did. She actually ended up making a cut and came a lot closer. She was about 15 yards, and she got behind a group of trees, I think some birch, and I drew back at that point, and then I just kind of followed her with my bow. And I almost thought, like in my head, I thought like maybe I should stop her, and then I didn't, and I tried to aim right for the crease as she was stepping, and it's about a 15-yard shot. It hit, and it looked high, and initially it didn't look like a good shot, and I was just so down. I didn't even do like a little post interview like I typically would have. I just remember last year, and I was just like, not again. And like, you know, I practiced shooting, and I did get a new arrow set up, but I practiced shooting, and I feel like I put some decent time in, and like, I don't know, I was just so like frustrated. I texted Zach and I said I just wounded another deer, and I told my wife that too, and I was just like devastated because I passed up a couple deer at like 30 yards plus, and I just feel like so much can happen at that distance, and nice little buck, another nice doe, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for a good shot, and I had one tonight, and then I thought I screwed it up, and I was just like so frustrated. And then Zach's always there to come help me out, and he came right in after work, and we both watched the video, and I didn't think about the penetration until we rewatched the video, and it looked like we got decent penetration, we thought, and we walked in, and we were trying to replay the shot in our, from the video, and try to place where she was standing and whatnot. And then we know that she jumped this big log, so I just went up to it, and we ended up finding quite a bit of blood. So that was a good sign, and then we both thought that there were bubbles in it. We were pretty sure, but sometimes with the leaves having like the little bumps on them, it's hard to tell. Great blood trail all the way through, and what do you think? She went like 50 yards?
Yeah, yep.
Didn't go too far.
Not at all.
I was just so thankful. I still think about the doe last year, honestly. I was just like, something I don't want to do is wound an animal, and so it just really hits hard with me when when something like that happens, something no hunter wants to go through. So I don't know, hopefully people can understand that, but I was just so pleased and thankful to get her, and that she died quickly. And then one thing I'll mention is I'm using a Magnus buzz cut broadhead, and I hit her right in the shoulder blade, and like not right in the center of it, but like right here, and you can feel the hole in the shoulder. And we're quite sure I double lunged her, and the broadhead actually did go all the way through. I switched to that heavier setup because I thought last year that I probably would have been able to kill that doe with a heavier one after doing some research. And so, yeah, my broadhead's heavier, like 525, something like that, 535. And then I 125 grain Magnus buzz cuts, and it did its job. A little room for error, and it, can't predict what they're gonna do, and it worked out. But yeah, I was just so happy to see her down quickly. And like Zach said, he made a really good point, I thought, is if I had hit an inch further back, she probably would have died in the same distance. And I think that's a good point. And like another buddy was like, she's either gonna live and be a little bit hurt for a little bit, or you're gonna find her. So some good things. I got good friends around me that keep me positive in these situations, and just super thankful. And I also just want to thank my wife and my daughter Lucy for putting up with me, like going out and trying to rush out when my wife gets home from work and whatnot. So just thankful for all the good people and thankful to have some more meat this winter, and yeah, just really pleased that I found her.
Dan, what are we doing?
Dragging a deer, bud.
Dragging a deer, bud. We're just about to load Dan's deer up into his truck. His Toyota Camry truck. There's a Toyota Camry truck edition. He got his hands on. And also, I just want to show you guys. He doesn't put a tarp down in his trunk. He's just gotten to the point where he's like, what's the point? There's blood everywhere. Just put it in.
Right.
It's fine. Every time I'm like, Dan, do you want a tarp? He's like, nah, we're good.